Hello everyone, this is my presentation for the final week of our chemistry class. This is the Kinetic Sand interactive concept presentation. And to do this experiment, I used sand, cornstarch, dish soap, and water. And I basically did everything that was stated in the YouTube video connected to the assignment. But I'm going to go over the steps right here. So step 1, you pour about a cup of sand into a bowl. And then step 2, you pour 1 tablespoon of cornstarch into the bowl of sand and mix it together. In step 3, in another small bowl, you mix together water and dish soap. In step 4, you slowly add the soapy water into the sand and cornstarch mixture. And you make sure to do this in small amounts at a time, as you don't want it to be too saturated with the water, because then it will not turn out correctly. And in step 5, you mold it together with your hands until the texture feels just right. The results for my experiment actually turned out good this time, so it was a success. As you can see on the right, my sand turned out like it was supposed to. And I just used regular sand from the beach because I live in Florida, so that was the most accessible to me. I think I got the desired effect this time because I made sure to closely monitor how much water and soap mixture I was putting into the sand, and by doing this I ensured I didn't make it too watery. So the science behind this experiment, basically how it works is that kinetic sand consists of mostly sand, so it's about 98% sand, but for the other 2%, the sand is mixed with a polymer, and in this case, the polymer would be the cornstarch. And what this does is this is a long repeating chain of molecules that gives the sand stretchy properties. The cornstarch gives the sand the ability to demonstrate properties of motion, and it gives the sand the consistency of a very dense fluid. Some additional information on this. Kinetic sand is an example of a dilatant. So what this means is that it increases its viscosity under stress. So although you can form the sand into a shape, over time it will flatten out and it will not retain that shape. So say you form the sand into like a heart or a star, over time it's just going to flatten out into a regular lump again. And the polymer chain also allows the sand particles to stick to each other but not to other surfaces. So if your experiment was successful, you would be able to see that whatever it is you made the sand on, it doesn't stick to that and it doesn't make a big mess, but it will just stick to the other polymer molecules. So that is the conclusion of my experiment for this week. It went well and everything turned out correctly. I did see on the YouTube video that there were other ways to kind of make this kinetic sand by doing like the slime first and whatnot, so maybe next time I would try that to see what difference it would create. Thanks for watching my presentation.